sets it up here. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Cleveland. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback taken in the 3rd round of this past April's draft.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Now, the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. He finds Judy on that one. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on 4th down, the lefty Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball,
that's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That one brought in by James. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. On the handoff, this is Chubb. He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They run a toss to Chubb. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. Sly's kick is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be taken in at the 2. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends with walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they'll have it across midfield, now at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bears offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd down. It's Fields. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the 1st time with DeAndre Swift. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's complete there to James. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Running is Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. He has this one passed.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. They come to the on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Cleveland.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and...
the pressure all over him. He goes down again.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And the defense unrelenting, a 3rd consecutive sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. And And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Fields. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Fields. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. To the left side, he's got Kmet. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Swift. A dive, and he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now sets up a screen for Chubb.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Fields. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears go out to a 10-3 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Jared Goff, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From Motown, let's head across Lake Erie to Buffalo, see what's going on with the Bills. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. 17-6, your final score. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Aaron Jones, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
First half, we'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They motion the slot man left. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And a short pickup past the 25. 2nd down and 8. Give up the middle with Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Fields to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. Not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Fields. Right side, complete to Nacua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A 1st down throw for Fields. Going right back to Nacua, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Greg Delpit up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got
to the goal line and in. Cole Kmet, touchdown, Chicago.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 17, Browns 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. And a decent return there. They'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's good as man. Right side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
2nd and 6 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got it at about the 8. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4 down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Fields. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is third down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. Fields. Cross right side to the tight end, Kmet. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That's complete there to James. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll run here. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. A throw. Right side taken by Njoku.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. They will run it over center with Swift. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to an E.